Bill Perkins is a high-stakes poker player who made a significant amount of money as an options trader in the energy markets. He wrote a book called Die with Zero, which I'm going to be summarising and discussing my thoughts on this concept today. This book is built around the principle that our happiness and fulfillment is directly correlated with a number of positive experiences that we have, and that those positive experiences can be purchased. Bill takes this one step further by saying that if we can purchase these experiences earlier in life, then our health and our fitness will be in a better place to enjoy them, and that the memories of these experiences will compound our happiness over time. Here's some health wealth curves that I've drawn up. On the left, you can see what a standard normal life looks like. Over time, your health gradually declines and your income gradually increases, plateauing off at the very end. In contrast to this, a more optimal strategy might be to start spending money earlier. This broadens our peak experience timeline and means we can enjoy more experiences throughout the middle and later stages of our life. One of the ideas from the book that I found really useful is the concept of time buckets. These are decade-long periods which you can use to plan the rest of your life. So you could break the remainder of your life down into 10-year segments. You can then take a pretty standard bucket list of all the things that you want to do, or places you want to travel, and the things you want to achieve, and then put them into these different time buckets. So more extreme type sports will go on earlier in your life because you're in more of a position to enjoy them earlier. And whereas things like golf and reading, you maybe put them back towards the later stages of your life. I found this a useful exercise to kind of think about how much time I had left and what I wanted to do in that time. And you start to realize that there's quite a lot you need to cram into the next few years. Another section of the book goes on to talking about giving earlier. This is in the form of both inheritance and charity giving. So if you're a similar age to me and your parents are still alive, you might have realized that the money that you would have got from inheritance would have been really useful in like your 20s. But by the time your parents die, albeit hopefully that's in the distant future, you're not actually going to really need that money anymore. And the same goes for your children. They're going to need that money, or that money is going to be more useful to them if you give it to them at an earlier stage in their lives. And also you can gain pleasure from seeing their enjoyment of using it. The same goes for charity work and philanthropy. That money is more useful to the charities the sooner you give it to them, and you can actually gain a kind of a mental benefit from doing that in your own lifetime. Everyone in their life will reach a peak net worth. And in Die with Zero, Bill argues that we should try and bring this forward and look at it as a target based on age rather than a specific figure. By looking at a specific figure, like I want to make $1 million before I retire, I want to make $10 million before I retire, we can always keep moving that boundary further and further back. And it's never going to seem like enough money. Whereas if we target a specific age, and this might be either to fully retire or semi-retire or start winding down or just to start spending down on that accumulated wealth, then that's a better way of looking at it, and we can try and bring that forwards in our kind of planning system for retirement. Die with Zero is a hardline title. While it might not be ideal to actually die with exactly zero, I think it really pays to take a step back every now and again and reassess this. To take a look at your life and think about that work-life balance. Many people work too hard for too long to earn money that they never get to spend. Great book.